What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. So Luna Classic took a dip along with the rest of the market today, but USTC still holding about 30% up, and it does feel like the narrative is very much about USTC. Can this bring Luna Classic back to its all-time success? Well, we're going to break it down for you in this video, so make sure you subscribe to the channel for all the latest and greatest in cryptocurrency. With that being said, let's take a quick look at the market now. Interestingly, we did get a bit of a dump down to that 29,166. Now, if you were in my live stream, we literally talked about that. We set up our long trades, picking up that LP at a lower price, banged a nice short in as well. So definitely tune in 4 p.m. Eastern every single day right here on this 2-Bit Crypto channel. But we see 29,167 market down about 1.17 trillion, down about 2.78%. And Luna Classic is no exception. We even see XRP down to 70 cents as well as a number of other coins. But if we head on down here, we see Terra Luna Classic still hovering around that kind of high 70 mark. You can see Pepe took a bit of a hit, but 81st highest ranked cryptocurrency is Terra Luna Classic, about 4.8% down on the day. So not the greatest of moves, but our volume is up, and whenever we get volume, we fundamentally get burns with Terra Luna Classic. So we'll take a look at the full price in just a second, but before we go any further, let's take a quick word from today's sponsor. Okay, here we are back on Cryptodropnet to check out their fantastic platform, but crazy case, $8 a case. Look at some of these benefits. FTX coin, XRP, Ethereum, all over $150 potential return. You can see that Shiba Inu Polygon Matic looks like what we're going to get. Nice little $1.55 profit on that last case. Again, we can take the winnings, we can sell, or like I like to do, head on over and try one of these cases. The BTC case, $79 on this case. Look at that price pool, $29,781 is our potential return. 1 Bitcoin, but it looks like we have to settle for a $90, $89.35 actually to be precise on the BTC case. Now remember, we can try again, we can sell. I think we'll try again. Let's see if we can get it. I want that 30,000. 1 Bitcoin. Imagine taking that off this platform. But it looks like, what are we going to get? 292, still a decent amount return back on that BTC case. So again, there is a ton of cases that you can try on cryptodrop.net for all of your cryptocurrency needs. And again, remember, up to 24 hours, you can remove your funds. You can equally make sure that you take these out, send them to any of your non-custodial wallets, and at the same time, you can take this out and trade. It becomes your cryptocurrency, the same as any other wallet. And again, you can check everything on the blockchain for all of your cryptocurrency needs. Remove it, transfer it in, do everything you need to do on the cryptodrop.net platform. Definitely worthwhile checking out. The link is in the description for you to find out, and definitely a platform worth visiting for all of your favorite cryptocurrencies. Now, let's get back to the video. So like I said, interestingly, we see that Terra Luna Classic users vote in favor of the community-owned wallet, and UST price up over 30% in the past month. So I talked about this briefly in my live stream, in my video yesterday about the community-owned wallet. This was a put forward by Happy Catty Crypto, as well as a few others around All Nodes and Jesus Lord among supporters of this, fundamentally removing the need for TFL, bringing everything back in-house. You see that 11645 titled L1 team to build wallet infrastructure. Remember, it's going to come cheap as well, built as part of that costing. But what is it going to be doing? Well, ultimately a community-owned wallet, and it's already going to be built to provide web, iOS, Android, and Chrome extension versions of Station, the flagship Terra wallet. Separate proposal will handle endpoint infrastructure, and Professor Edward Kin, a trusted community figure, is recommended to control the domain and other key infrastructure. Very, very interesting. But ultimately, what it will do, community wallet will give LUNC and UST holders more control over wallet infrastructure rather than it being reliant on Terraform Labs, which fundamentally means if they upgrade anything, Luna Classic is always the last one to get the upgrade. So I think it's definitely worthwhile. I think it's great that it passed, and we want to see that now build out in terms of what they're bringing. But USTC feels like this is what it's all about right now, and there's a very interesting proposal, and I want to get your view on it in just a second. But ultimately, we see a massive price rise in the price of USTC, with it promises bringing up about 16.3, while LUNC trades sideways about the 8.4 after a 3.5% drop. Like the rest of crypto, Luna Classic pulled back from local highs last week, but found support near the long-term levels. While the Terra community community takes ownership of futures, investor confidence seems to be steadily returning, passing the milestone proposal required high turnout and consensus, suggesting strong engagement rather than voter apathy. And I think the important bit here is, as people become more and more confident with USTC, as the interest grows and the hype returns, can only be positive for that USTC test environment and fundamentally long term the repegging of USTC. So I think fundamentally it's a good thing that we are seeing this price increase. It definitely shows interest and people buying this up, and people have been messaging me all about USTC, particularly that repeg, so I can do a full in-depth video. Make sure you smash the like though, so I do know that you want to see a little bit more content on USTC. There is, however, some further developments. We see this, a new listing for the margined pair perpetual futures of USTC on Huobi Global. You can trade up to a 20x leverage now on USTC. So again, another pairing and another opportunity to be trading this. And finally, there is a proposal about Binance switching over to burning USTC as opposed to Luna Classic. That is fundamentally what it's all about. You can see this, let's see why it's a good idea to have USTC burn initiative narrative being pushed. Burn USTC helps repeg. Burn $1 of USD burns 3 times more of the supply. And we need approximately 1.258 supply reduction in USTC as opposed to that gigantic reduction we need with Terra Luna Classic. And remember, long term, repegging and actually linking those two will fundamentally burn Luna Classic anywhere, but at a stronger rate. And if we have a decentralized algorithmic stablecoin pegged to $1 using that Luna Classic supply that is tested, proven, and works, could be a huge use case for Terra Luna Classic. I've talked about this for a number of times now, that actually a decentralized USTC algorithmic stablecoin could be huge done in the right way. So this is a very interesting proposal. We will cover this off in a bit more detail very, very soon this week. But likewise, a couple of stats for you. Our continuation of the upward trend of staked Luna Classic continues, which is good to see, as well as our community pool continues to make up. Remember, we want to see those 2 refunds coming in pretty soon. So all in all, when we take a look at the price of Luna Classic, we do see this big dip. As we saw with everything else, you can click on pretty much any coin out there right now that sees this big dip earlier on this morning. Luna Classic about 5.4%, holding on to this kind of 8167 support line. We want to see this breakthrough start to move to the upward side. BTC looking like it is trying to break out a little bit. But yeah, it'd be good to see that. Likewise, USTC doing the same, although it does feel like it's found the bottom around that 15-cent mark, excuse me, that 1.5 mark, which is, again, very, very positive, as these are slightly higher levels than we've been. So all in all, looks like good news for Luna Classic. But let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of USTC repeg? What do you think of these developments? And more importantly, should we burn USTC or should we burn long? As ever, thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to check the links in the description, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye.